captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yesterday, I thought the music was not playing. It was not in my headphones. Hilariously, as has been pointed out, I was remixing that thing. And it turns out, when you remix that thing, you go 0-5 on the bets. Yikes. Thank you for coming back to redeem us together. Or just come back and fade me, baby. Either way, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Got a great show for you. It's Thursday. Everybody knows Thursdays are for betting. Say it all the time, and I don't know why. One of my favorite days of the week to throw some bets up at the board. Definitely want to talk about some college hoops. That's what we come here for. College hoops. Want to react to some things last night. I also want to talk some games tonight that I don't have bets on. It's a great night of college basketball. Some beautiful games I cannot wait to watch. My favorite game of the night, just to throw it out there, New Mexico taking on St. Mary's. Boy, oh boy. Amen. Hallelujah. Somebody in the back, Thursday night church service. I'm going to find the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, watching that game. Going to be a great one. A list of other good games that I'm looking forward to watching. Also want to talk some MLB. Maybe not huge news, some news to me. Ron Washington going to the Angels. I want to talk about what I think about that. I think it's a great move, just on the surface. But I want to talk about that a little bit. Little other news, just little tidbits coming out of the MLB. Still waiting on the Cy Young to come out next week. The countdown in my head is been on for about 6 months now on these Cy Young tickets. NBA, Pacers. If you ain't betting Pacers overs, you ain't paying attention. Definitely going to talk NBA, some trends. Huge slate of games last night. I'll look at those. Also, only 2 games tonight. Don't really have anything in the NBA. Hang time. For those that remember the game. It is Thursday, which does mean I give you my full NFL slate of bets. Trust me, it's a weak one. Horrible week of NFL games. I mean, maybe it's just me. I only have 3 bets for you in the NFL. I will talk a few other games briefly. However, tomorrow on the Football Friday that is here on this show, my man JCP will be with me and we'll break down every NFL game. Tomorrow's show is going to look a little different, as in it's college basketball, baby. Ain't going to be an hour and a half of strictly football. We will try to break down every NFL game and definitely give out our full slate of college. It'll be a more condensed, rapid-fire version because I definitely want to talk some college hoops. Maybe not tomorrow specifically. Saturday slate of games, kind of trash in college basketball. So tomorrow might be a little more normal, but just know moving forward, Fridays we'll get back to some college basketball. Saturday talk, which is my favorite part of the week, is previewing Super Saturdays. But anyway, I'm going to get into all that. Of course, college basketball bets to end the show. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live. Oh my God, it is a fantastic Thursday, the 9th of November. my favorite day of the week for betting, and this is a morning show. Syracuse, the Orangemen, my favorite team. 0-2 so far this season. I know. Hold on, I know. They're technically 2-0, but the fan ain't happy about 2-0 in November. The gambler damn sure ain't happy about the 0-2 ATS, the Syracuse Orangemen, in both games. I mean, just right there at the end. Boy, I tell you, some heartbreakers. The two games Syracuse won. All joking aside, am happy that Syracuse is 2-0. Offense and defense and tempo completely different from Boeheim, and I absolutely love it. Whole new era of Syracuse basketball, and I am here for it. Finally, and I loved the zone. I loved Boeheim. Just as Syracuse looks like a new age team out of nowhere all of a sudden, and I like it. I'm here for it. 2-0 on the season, 0-2 against the spread. Wah, 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 wow. Florida Atlantic, believe they got the win yesterday. Supposed to pull up everything before I get on the show. Florida Atlantic, definitely. Win by 13 over Loyola Chicago, the number 10 ranked. I ain't gonna lie, Florida Atlantic with a 10 next to the name, it didn't look right or feel right. I was one of the people saying this team is gonna, I don't know, get the hell out of the top 10, get the hell out of being ranked, but maybe we're the fools, or I'm the fool at least. Florida Atlantic, pretty good win over Loyola Chicago. I guess Florida Atlantic's a team now, huh? Number 10th in the country. It's just crazy to me. Love to see it. Love small programs. Love small coaches doing their thing. I have another coach I want to talk about in Thursday's Coaching Spotlight, a new segment that I forgot to introduce. Every Thursday this season, I'm going to do a coaching spotlight on a particular coach. We'll get to that in a second. Man, it's like you organize everything to a T and then you miss one thing. Other news last night, Arizona State. What the hell happened? I mean, sheesh, 18 points in a second half. Yikes. Talk about going cold. That was one of the coldest halves I've ever seen. 18 points. I guess it was 18 points in the first half. That's crazy. I don't know why I was flipped earlier when I looked at the box score. That's on me, baby. Arizona State only coming out putting up 18 points in the first half. Ain't gonna get it done. They woke the hell up in the second half, scoring 38, but coming out shooting that cold. And I didn't watch this game. I wish I could tell you that they were just cold shooting, which could be the case. They shot 23% from the three-point line, 65% from the free throw line. Man, college kids get worse at shooting free throws every year. I remember when the average was around 70, 75. I've seen a lot of 60% free throw shooting through this first few days. Heartbreaking, to say the least. Man, that's really all that happened yesterday in college basketball. Sorry. You grow with every show. Coaching Spotlight for this week. I guess I'm going to do a timestamp for it and everything. Let's get it. This week's Coaching Spotlight from the Red Beard on Captain by a Hook is the head coach from James Madison. Yes, James Madison that beat Michigan State on Monday night. That is why he's in this coaching spotlight, but only the tip of the iceberg. Not only did he beat the number 4 team in the nation on Monday night to open the season for James Madison, he has James Madison as a favorite to win his conference, the Sun Belt Conference, at plus 250. But going into East Lansing and beating Tom Izzo and Michigan State, any other team, as we know in college basketball, there's about 5 to 7 true places that are just insane to play at. I mean, you got Duke, East Lansing, Kansas, uh, North Carolina. I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head. But East Lansing and Michigan State is definitely one of the teams you don't want to go visit. And they went in there and walked away with a victory. Strong perimeter defense. Players making plays. They held Michigan State to 1 for 20. That's right, 1 for 20 from beyond the arc. Those guards get up in your grill, get up on your waist, and they don't let you do a damn thing. Tyson Walker fought for every one of those 30 points, 35 points. But Mark Byington, the head coach at James Madison, this week's coaching spotlight. He's been a winning coach everywhere that he's gone. A record of 189 wins, 133 losses in his career. And at James Madison alone, including Monday night's win against Michigan State, he is 51-32. And in his 6 seasons there, 5 full seasons there, 6 full seasons there. Sorry. In his 6 full seasons there, 5 winning seasons, 4 of those where he won at least 20 games. Shout out to Mark Byington at James Madison. Definitely will have an eye on this program, not only tonight, which is going to be a huge game for them to show what they're made of. I'm giving your coach all the roses. You just beat Michigan State. This will be a great spot for these kids to show us that they can come out and get up for anybody. And this is not only a fluke, but who they are. I'd love to see this program turn into a tournament regular under Mark Byington. And shout out to you. Definitely going to be a James Madison fan moving forward. Not only because of that one win, doing the research, the way you had those kids playing and the way those kids showed up and played, the poise, the demeanor, the execution, the defense, and the rebounding was my favorite part. That's how you win games at the level of college basketball. You play defense, literally lock up the other team, got them shooting 5%, 1 for 20 from the three-point line, and you out-rebound them by a lot. Go ahead and get the win. Walk out of there in overtime from East Lansing. Hostile environment. Shout out to James Madison and Mark Byington. This week's coaching spotlights. A few other games. I guess I'll get to that when I talk about the bets. I'm going to jump over to some MLB news real quick. This is Captain By a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives. See, I'm supposed to go in and out from commercials, so I just be doing cuts like that live, baby. That's what we do here. It's a beautiful show. I was about to say a joke. You ain't ready for it. Bryce Harper. Outfield days are over? Question mark. Bryce Harper announced he will indefinitely be the first baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies. I feel like this is the best move for everybody involved. Not that Bryce Harper can't play the outfield anymore, but there's always just that moment in a guy's career where they move to first base. And I don't know. That's usually when the winning starts happening. They get some young stud now in outfield running around doing the diving plays. Got your best hitter, your leader at first, commanding the poise of the team. I love it, man. I love this move. Reminds me of Mickey moving to first. I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember that. But shout out Bryce Harper moving to first base. I think it's going to be huge for the Phillies moving forward. Look for some young outfielders to come up and shine. Also, and even bigger news in the MLB. Ron Washington, everybody's favorite coach. You can't lie. Whether you love him or hate him, you love him. I meant to tell you, whether you love or hate the Braves, you love Ron Washington. Ron Washington has been a baseball guy my entire life, his entire life, probably my father's entire life. And now he will be the manager of the Los Angeles Angels. I think he's the perfect guy for the job. I, not around Washington's there. I'm like, Shohei, stay. Shohei, stay. Shohei, stay. Shohei. He he signed to the Dodgers. Damn. You know he's signing with the Dodgers. Anyway, I don't know that. Nobody knows. He's signing with the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, he's going to the Dodgers. It's too wrong and so right for Shohei Ohtani to go to the damn Dodgers. But shout out Ryan Washington with the Angels. I really do think he turns that thing around. Hopefully they give him 3 to 5 seasons to really lay the groundwork and bring up some guys, get some of the trades happening, and really flip that culture around down there with the Angels. Bruce Bochy gave a horrible standard by going to the Rangers and winning in his first year. So hopefully Ron Washington isn't fired 2 seasons from now. Hopefully they give him a little tenure, at least 3, 4, 5 seasons. See what the guy has. I love it, man. Love it. I hope Shohei stays. Hope Mike Trout can get healthy. I hope everything just works out for the Angels now. And that's probably why they did it. Ron Washington, best mojo ever. They need to get some of that positive vibes. The whole world loves them. Whole world starts sending positive vibes to the Angels. And next thing you know, Anthony Rendon is hitting 310 in August. A kid could dream, couldn't he? Anyway, I was going to talk some NBA. Hang time. But honestly, it's not an NBA fan. Was some good games last night, though. Sorry, writing the timestamps down. NBA action. The New York Knicks. My New York Knicks. Behind Julius Randle, finally getting it together. 23 points. And there's more. 16 rebounds also for the big fella. Julius Randle finding his touch. He needed that in-season tournament to wake him up. Timberwolves roll on the hurting Pelicans. No Zion, no CJ. Pelicans get outlasted by the Timberwolves. Kings win by 3 over the Trailblazers in overtime. Jeremy Grant for the Trailblazers, 38 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. But Sabonis with 27, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. That close to a triple-double gets the victory for the Kings. Wizards slap the Hornets. LaMelo Ball is 34 points, 7 assists, and not enough. Kuzma with 33 and 9 to set the standard. Pacers, if you ain't betting Pacers overs, you ain't paying attention. This is probably the 7th time in a row they scored over 130. If you look it up and I'm wrong, slap me. But if I'm wrong, it's about 1 or 2 games. They have been hitting 130, 140 like clockwork. They also been giving up 110. Man, I haven't jumped on the train, so I ain't paying attention. But since the first game, I said Pacers over is going to be the trend. Still haven't bet one. Boy, the hell am I thinking? Sheesh. Pacers, baby. 134 to 118 victory over the Jazz. The 76ers with Joel Embiid not getting his over, but 27 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, something like that. Porzingis, he drops 29 and 6. Celtics lose to the 76ers, who are 6-1 on the season, 5-0 at home, walk away with a 3-point victory. The New York Nets, or should I say Brooklyn? I was about to say New Jersey. Somebody wake me up. It's a morning show, people. The Brooklyn Nets, now 4-4. They get the victory over the Clippers. Suns, 1-point win over The Bulls. Grayson Allen, 26 points and 8 rebounds. The awakening of Grayson Allen in Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to him, man. Lakers. Ooh-wee! Get slapped by the Rockets. Let me talk about these Rockets real quick. Let me pat myself on the back. I screamed Rockets futures before the NBA season. Screamed them. Begged y'all to take them with me. And no, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. But a lot of people was looking at me crazy when they started off 0-2, 0-3. Now 4-3. Rockets rolling. Jalen Green, 28 points, 7 rebounds. Rockets futures looking good through 7 games. Heat get the 6-point win over the struggling Grizzlies. Did not think they'd be this bad without Ja. Boy, he's going to be climbing out of a hole come the new year once he comes back. Bucks, 2-point win over the Pistons. Man, Cade Cunningham, 33 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Cade Cunningham under Monty Williams is really becoming a player of his own. Dame Dalla drops 34 from Milwaukee. Glad to see him not struggling. He goes on and off with Milwaukee. I'm glad to see him getting some consistent buckets again. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, possibly with the performance of the night. 43 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and a 8-point Thunder win over the Cavaliers. Karis LeVert drops 29 for Cleveland. The Raptors, baby, 127-116 victory over the Mavericks. Luka Doncic and Pascal Siakam both dropped 31. Siakam 12 rebounds to go with it. Doncic 7 rebounds and 8 assists. Warriors, Nuggets. I heard this was a doozy at the end. Did not watch a single second or highlight from it. Just saw the tweets real quick and brief. Nuggets get the 3-point win, prevail after Klay Thompson fails to get shot off as time expires. I'm just reading, people. This is Captain by a hook. The Joker, 35 points, 13 rebounds, 3 steals of his own. Ooh, jammed, packed Wednesday night across the association. Tonight, the Pacers will take on the Bucks. If you ain't betting Pacers over, you ain't paying attention. They're on a back-to-back. I'm not betting it. I just be talking sometimes. But if you ain't betting Pacers over, you ain't paying attention. That's the damn truth, man. They take on the Bucks tonight. Pacers +3 at home. Over set at 241 and a hook. Also, we have the Atlanta Hawks on the road taking on the Orlando Magic. Atlanta Hawks, Orlando Magic. I feel like I said Orlando Hawks. Hawks -3.5 on the road. That total is 231.5. No bets for me in the NBA tonight, but I do have some NFL bets coming for you right about now. Need to get a DJ in this thing. Get a DJ and a buffet bar. Man, this weekend, a sad one in the NFL. Horrible games. I'm going to run through them real quick. I only have 3 bets for you. Simple bets, nothing too serious to give out. Tonight, you have the Panthers taking on the Bears. Panthers +3 on the road. Total set at 38 and a hook. Now, unders have been the thing the last few seasons in the NFL, especially in prime time. The Panthers, the Bears. Whee. Smells like some rotten eggs up in here. This total at 38.5, I still want to take the over. Panthers, I believe. Offense gets better every week. I believe the Panthers can put up around 20 points, and I believe that the Bears win this thing by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I think Tyler Bagent is more special than Bryce Young. Then again, I could also see a 10-7 game and we go home crying. I will tell you another thing. I will not have a bet at all on this game, nor will I even think about watching it. As a matter of fact, when I'm done talking about it right now, will probably 99% be the last time that game crosses my mind for the rest of my life. Colts, like them on the road. Not betting it, haven't bet it yet. My man JCP tomorrow, he will possibly talk me into betting it. Colts -1.5 on the road. You can get the money line -122, total 43 in the hook. Lean Colts. Two bets that I have are on one game. Give me the Niners -3. Slap it. They get back on a rhythm after a bye week, after a 3-game losing streak. Or are the 49ers just frauds? And the Jaguars at home, dogs, +3, end up winning. I'm going Niners. -3, -3 on the Niners. Jacksonville's the Jaguars. Defense can't stop, won't stop this 49ers offense. And I'm also on the over because I think that the Jaguars do get a few touchdowns, but the Niners ultimately beat them and beat them bad. Give me the Niners -3 and give me over 45 and the hook on the Jaguars and the 49ers. The other bet that I have for you, if you know me, you know me. The Pittsburgh Steelers. One of my favorite teams to bet on. I usually take them plus the points. They're home favorites -3 against the Green Bay Packers. I tell you, I looked at this game and I said, no, I'm not taking it. You can't do it. I looked at every other game and realized I wouldn't bet a damn thing on this board if you forced me. Rather just shoot me. I take my chances with God before I take my chances on one of these teams and these numbers. Don't like any numbers really this weekend. Falcons -1.5, maybe. The Lions -3. Like if it really was life or death. Part of me wants to take Raiders, the Raiders. But I feel like they got their one win and they won the Super Bowl, smoked cigars, and did it for social media. It's just nothing. I don't like any number this weekend. So I came back up and I said Steelers -3. Give me some action, baby. I'm going to be on the Steelers -3 at home. It scares the life out of me. Steelers, the favorites by more than 2.5. Honestly, I don't think I'd ever bet, especially with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. Because, you know, him and Jordan Love both got the same disease. If we down by a touchdown in the fourth, we're going to come back and win it by 1 or 2. But if we losing bad, we just lost. And if we winning, we got lucky. I don't know who to trust in this game. Packers. Steelers. I think Steelers get the win. -3 scares the hell out of me, is basically what I'm saying. I think Steelers win this by 1 or 2. But I'm going to take the 3 because who gives a damn? There's nothing else to bet. Damn sure ain't betting the Browns +6. You know, it's that kind of weekend. What am I bet the Bucks -1.5? No, thank you. Titans, Will Levis on the money line? No. All right. The Texans +6.5 taking on Joe Burrow. Seahawks -6 taking on the nothing is appealing. I'm taking this bit a little too far. Let's get to some college basketball, man. Some college basketball. This is Captain by a hook, baby, with the red beard. College basketball. Talk about some games that I want to watch tonight. Talk about some games that I like. I'm going to give you about 9 games just on my horizon. I did this a lot last season. People found success. UC Davis -8.5. Hmm. Definitely interested. Intrigued. They take on Pepperdine. I think UC Davis wins this by double digits. I can see Pepperdine upsetting them and winning on the money line. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Oh, but boy, do I want to. James Madison, plus 140, same thing. Plus 140 on the money line. They're taking on Kent State. How will they respond to beating Michigan State? Have they been eating barbecue and celebrating all week, or have they understood that this is a great beginning, yet only the beginning, and come out and play Kent State with the same intensity? That we will have to see. This is also their second road game. College kids have been on the road for a long time. FIU, the Golden Panthers, taking on Tarleton State. Love this FIU team, minus 5.5. But boy, oh boy, how could I even consciously bet a FIU team, the Golden Panthers, against Tarleton State? Anybody could win that game. Tulane, the Green Wave, taking on Northwestern State. Tulane minus 17.5. Boy, oh boy, that sounds like the best bet of the night. Only, does it? Can Tulane beat anybody by 17.5? Well, that is something we will have to find out. Cannot wait to watch it. Georgia Tech minus 10.5 over Joe Howard. Love it, man. But just don't know. Snake bitten. Sam Houston State minus 7.5. It's automatic. Only, is it? Utah Valley State. Here they got some studs. TCU minus 25.5. You can't do it. I ain't doing that one. Then you got Iowa State. Sure, 132.5 on the total. I like the over. Iowa State. Lindenwood. I don't think Lindenwood's going to score more than 37 points. I'm not going to take that over. Stephen F. Austin in Middle Tennessee. Both of these schools have a large amount of respect with me. Both of these programs hard nose. Stephen F. Austin on the money line if I had to, just for the old neighborhood. But boy, oh boy, no confidence in that. Middle Tennessee is a hell of a program. A bunch of great games tonight. I mean, absolutely phenomenal games. And it will all be capped off by maybe the greatest game of all time. If you missed this New Mexico St. Mary's game tonight, if you don't stay up for it, you're not a fanatic. College basketball at its finest will be on display in this game. 9 p.m. Central Time. I know my East Coast friends, it starts at 10 o'clock. A J League, Wheelie Wickers. Huh. Me and the wife are in bed by 8. Me too. But you know what? Not tonight. I'm watching St. Mary's. I'm watching New Mexico. I'm watching them go at it. This is if Ali and Tyson could have fought both in their primes. Turns into a 30-point blowout first half. No, I cannot wait for this New Mexico St. Mary's game. Boy, no bets on it, but I can't wait for it. Now let me get to the actual bets for this evening. I got 3 of them for you. I got one, a long shot, the diggity dog of the day, and then Franklin Earl has 2 totals he's going to share with you. Let me get to the long shot. It's Western Kentucky taking on Wichita State. Western Kentucky taking on Wichita State. Give me Western Kentucky plus 260 on the money line, plus 7.5. I like it. I think they got a shot to win this thing. Give me them plus 260 on the money line. I think Western Kentucky gets a small upset that nobody in the country notices nor cares about. But Wichita State, far from their glory days, Not that they're not a good or a great team. Western Kentucky, I think, has been more solid over the last few seasons. And early in the season, what you gonna go by? One game? Still going back to some of the last few seasons and how these teams produced. Even looking at some of these players the last few years. Western Kentucky on the money line plus 260 is my first bet of the day. One of the games I forgot to talk about, I actually love Florida A&M plus 26.5 taking on Nebraska. Haven't pulled the trigger on it. It went from 25.5 to 26.5, and I kind of said, let me just wait and see how big this thing goes. But I don't think that Nebraska has the offense to beat anybody by 25 or more. Definitely could see them winning by 18 to 20. I think Florida A&M keeps it closer than 25 or 26.5 as it is now. But my one bet of the day, Western Kentucky on the money line plus 260. And my man Franklin Earl, Beardwinaton, has two, I repeat, two totals for you. So I need somebody, anybody, hit me with the horn. Franklin Earl Beardwinaton. I have two of them for you today. Yesterday made me mad. Arizona State came out funky flat. And they tried to come back, but they ain't have enough back to come back from. I love two bets today. Tried to decide which one I love more. After 6 hours of not sleeping and contemplating, I decided to give them both to you as the best bets of the day. We saw Michigan State on Monday go down to James Madison. I know what the average person is saying. Comeback spot for Michigan State. They're going to come out lights out. They're minus 30 in the hook tonight, taking on Southern Indiana. So let me tell you, as an avid Tom Izzo is God fan, what's going to happen tonight. If they're minus 30.5, how many points do you really think Michigan State's going to score? 80 would be pushing it, if you ask me. Because Tom Izzo doesn't care about scoring. He doesn't think they lost the game Monday because they didn't score enough, although they did shoot horribly, as I mentioned earlier. Michigan State's about to come out and play defense and rebound like their literal life depends on it. They're already minus 30. They're going to slow the game down, use all of their energy on defense. I'd be surprised if Southern Indiana scores in the first 8 minutes of this game. Michigan State, zero emphasis will be put on offense. They probably haven't touched a basketball since Monday. They've probably just been doing defensive sliding drills and taking charges from a bulldog. This under 144.5. Love it, love it, love it. Give me the under on Michigan State 144.5. Tom Izzo is going to have his boys playing defense. Defense. Southern Indiana, boy, do I feel sorry for you. I'm thinking this game is going to be like 70-20. Not joking. Give me the under 144 and the hook. Now, to go the totally opposite way. I know, it's weird. I'm giving you two bets tonight. To go opposite of the under, give me a team that I think is going to ball out run the score up, showboat a little bit, put a little shine on the program. Number 21, USC taking on CSU Bakerfield tonight. Uh, Opening night at USC. All the cute girls in these boys' classes is gonna be at the game. Somebody mama gonna be there. Grandma coming cause she in the neighborhood. CSU Bakerfield. This game is gonna be a show. Give me USC running up the score and running a muck. They're minus 25.5. I do think they cover. Think they win it by 40 or 30. However, I'd rather play the over 138 in the hook. Give me USC dropping 90 on these boys' heads and winning 90 to 55, something like that. So, my two favorite bets of the night, Michigan State's under 144.5 against Southern Indiana, and then USC, CSU, Bakersfield running it up over 138.5. Those are my two best bets of the day. My man, the Red Beard, he gave you Western Kentucky on the money line at plus 260. It's a damn Thursday, baby. And Thursdays are for betting. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. This is Captain By a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live on the 9th of November. A beautiful day. And this is a morning show. Please take all wagers at your own risk. And please, please gamble responsibly. Let's go bounce back tonight from last night. Get this week back afloat. Still plus on the week, 13 and 11. Dobbs.